After recent terrorist threats, the metro area is on high alert, and Maryland Governor Larry Hogan says he's not taking any chances. Hogan released a statement today requesting federal authorities to seize any additional settlements of Syrian refugees in the state until things got under control. CTV spoke with the Council on American-Islamic Relations, which says the refugees should not be punished because of terrorist actions.
We should have confidence that the measures we've put in place will keep us safe. We should not just bar everyone. I mean, think about it. What's going to happen? Is Maryland going to place state troopers at every entry point to the state and start asking people, are you Syrian? Are you Muslim? That's ridiculous on its face.
This morning, 4 passengers who witnesses say appeared to be of Middle Eastern descent were removed from a flight at BWI because of suspicious activity. Sailor says that people should not allow the recent threats to make them scared of one another. And meantime, security has been heightened throughout the DMV.
Well, a Maryland college closes its campus for a second day amid safety concerns. Students at Washington College on the Eastern Shore were called back to their dorms this morning after the school says it received new information from law enforcement. Now, this as authorities continue to search for a missing student who may have a rifle. Now, on Monday, the parents of sophomore Jacob Marburger told the school that he went to the family's home outside Philadelphia and, quote, retrieved a firearm. Washington College canceled classes Monday and students sheltered in place overnight. A warrant is out for Marburger's arrest.
A worker is seriously hurt after falling 24 feet at the Piscataway wastewater treatment plant in Accokeek this morning. Prince George's Fire EMS spokesman Mark Brady says about 7 a.m. the worker fell off scaffolding and into a pit below ground level. Crews used a ladder truck combined with a system of ropes and pulleys and a basket to rescue the injured man. This picture, taken by a battalion chief on the scene, shows the worker being lifted out of the pit. He was airlifted to a trauma center where he is said to be in serious condition.
Well, one person is dead after a crash involving a dump truck and a pickup. It happened shortly before 10 a.m. at the intersection of Horsehead and Aquasco Roads. The victim was one of the occupants in the pickup. We're told one dog has also died. No word yet on what caused the crash.
The Prince George's County Council votes to ban the use of electronic cigarettes in public housing, senior citizen facilities, restaurants, and bars. During a public hearing today, many people expressed support for the legislation, but were against an amendment that would allow the use of e-cigarettes in a casino, such as MGM.
It would have been a very easy thing to do to protect all workers from the harms of the vapors from electronic cigarettes and the aerosol emitted from electronic cigarettes. So we're disappointed that they did not remove that clause. We have created a class of workers that are not protected from the laws that we have on the books in Maryland. It's going to cause problems down the road, health problems for those individuals working in those casinos, as well as the patrons visiting those casinos. They're going to be exposed to a vapor that contains harmful chemicals that could lead to cancer later in life.
Now, Prince George's joins Montgomery and Howard counties as well as Baltimore City in passing similar legislation. In other council news, the body unanimously voted to send a letter to County Executive Rashawn Baker. It's asking him to alter the budget and send additional funds to the county's police department for a new recruitment class.
Well, the 2016 Maryland General Assembly session is just 2 months away, and local activists are getting ready. Today, more than 1,000 petitions were hand-delivered to Delegate Jocelyn Pena-Melnick in College Park. The signatures were gathered by the group Food and Water Watch. It's urging legislators to remove chicken manure incineration from being classified as a renewable energy source.
There are uses if we can separate out waste. And the same thing with the poultry waste, that if we didn't concentrate feeding industrially, we wouldn't have these mountains of waste we don't know what to do with. So we have to think about the waste we produce.
You know, it does help me prepare because oftentimes they do their research. They have put in so much hours into studying and learning an issue, and they bring the data to me. And it's really, I admire the activism. I'm someone that started as an activist before.
Now, a law passed in Maryland requires that 20% of the state's electricity be produced from renewable sources by 2022. Since 2011, burning chicken feces and trash are considered clean on the same level as wind and solar. Well, it was standing room only last night as dozens of people packed the sports and learning complex where members of the Maryland General Assembly were having a hearing. One of the issues at hand included wage protection for those who provide support and care to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Many say the rate that is included in state funding is insufficient, specifically because of the county's higher minimum wage.
We certainly understand the need that Prince George's County had to increase their minimum wage so that it can be a living wage, and we too have that same challenge. However, because we are actually funded, majority of us through state funds, we have a flat capped rate. And the minimum wage at the state level is $1.40 less than that of now the new county budget.
For the most part, what we're concerned about are the wages that people that are providing direct services receive. They are so minimum, and it's of a concern because the turnover rate is very high among the people, the workers that care for people like my daughter. We cannot.
Now, many supporters of the possible bill wore black with stickers saying PG responsibility. And stay where you are. You're watching CTV News. I'm Sonia Srivastava.
And I'm Patricia Valones.